I was watching my boy Tyrant Terminator. Salute to the TTA family. For those that don't know what that is, he's an audit videos. He do First Amendment audits. And in the middle of his audit, it was an interesting exchange that happened with him and a lady. And it's like, you ever heard two people talking or heard an argument or heard a conversation and wanted to be in it? Like, even if you like anything you just seen two people do, like, yo, I would have, even if you watching two people play chess, like, yo, I ain't moved the rook over there to the but nah, so interesting conversation. And then it happened at an interesting time. So it's like I had to capture the moment. I'm in this argument. Flat out.
Makes sense, man. It just don't make sense, man. It just doesn't make it.
We don't see nobody else do this to each other. This is
Of course, this is happening all over the country.
Now she said she tried to play the race card. Listen, she said you don't see nobody else do this to each other. Now listen to this. First of all, first and foremost, she's lying. The auditors, I know. Listen, I know Tyrant, I know Big Nick. Low key, I don't even know of any other, but I know it is some. But it's a lot of white auditors. I watched some of them. Bay Area, Bay Area ain't even white, but Long Island audit, none of these dudes are even really like white dudes, but they're not black. And so, like, the First Amendment and Fourth Amendment is violated everywhere by every race of people. Like, period. So for her to say you don't see nobody else doing this to each other because of what he's doing to her, and at that post office, yeah, right. You can't play the race card in the middle of that, especially when I pull up literally 50 white dudes doing this in white places with white people and them calling the police on them. Same way, same stuff with white people. Like, stop it. What you mean? And it, of all types, younger white dudes, older white dudes, country white dudes, all of it. I'll even seen a white dude, he did the butterfly dude. He goes in there with a butterfly outfit on and does the audits. Like, what you talking about?
What you mean our own? What you mean by that?
What you think I mean?
Are you trying to make this a race thing? Oh
I
wow.
said always be our
Oh
own.
wow. You shouldn't have did that.
Nobody else do this to each other.
But you shouldn't even said that. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with
No,
race.
Now, here's the thing about it, James. It does have something to do with race. Since she played the race card, let me get mine. I save my race cards for moments like this. So since you want to play the race card, let's talk about how he gets requests to go to these places. And unfortunately, it be us that act certain ways, customer service wise, like how your manager was acting. So it be us acting nasty with people to have people have to pull up and see how people are acting. This is what he do. This is what people do. They get requests like, hey, you should go to the such and such place. Them people was rude. So he pulled up here because he heard it was rude. You think it's a coincidence that the whole staff is and you acting like that? So since you want to play the race card, play it on yourself. Since you're trying to play it on him, Uno reverse. What you mean?
Personalities get down on each other. They help each other.
Man.
It's always us. That's why we don't get no respect from nobody else.
We actually do. We actually do. We got to.
Now hold on. It's a little bit of truth in that part. See what I'm saying? That's why I want to get in this argument. It's a little bit of truth in what she was saying right there. But however, here's where she's wrong at. Because this ain't trying to get down on nobody. This is trying to make sure my rights are respected. It's a poster 7 right over here telling me what I can do, and you trying to tell me that I can't do it, and now you telling me that I'm trying to get down on you as a black person because I can't sit here and exercise my rights. You sound dumb in this instance, but in other cases, this is a thing that black people have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? So
take the race. We got to take.
Sprinkle the truth. Not in this.
No, we got to take the race. I'm doing this for all races.
You want to be accepted, and this is the route you got to go and take down your own to be accepted.
Absolutely not.
Hear that? He said, he said, you want to be accepted, and this is the route you got to go to take down your own. Like, he don't pull up on why he pulls up on wherever. Don't nobody know who gonna work at the post office. But then this is her problem. She's walking herself into her own argument. Listen, this is what she's doing. I created this slogan, but people do it all the time. She is creating a straw man argument that she's losing to herself. It's crazy when people do that. Like, she created a straw man argument, right? But she's losing it. Because she's the one taking herself down by violating a right and saying all these things. Like, her playing the race card, it just makes her look even worse than they already look by acting the way they was acting. And if the whole video was played, y'all would get what I was saying.
So are you implying that black people own this post office?
No, that's not what I said.
So what do you mean then?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Oh,
but
wow.
It goes on in here too. It's not just you, it's everywhere. We don't look out for each other. So that's why nobody else will.
Oh, wow.
Nobody else don't respect us. We don't respect each other.
Wow.
So you want to be part of the cycle. So don't nobody else respect us because we don't respect each other. So y'all gonna come in and be disrespectful to him. You recreating the cycle that you complaining about. You started it. You were being rude. Your manager already done called the police. She was being rude, walked out. So what do you mean nobody else respects us? And because we don't respect each other? Well, what if they seen this video of how you was acting?
I would have never made it about race or black thing.
It's always about that.
Oh, no.
I used to think that. I used to feel that. I loved everybody, respected everybody, but I gotta accept what it is because it don't come back to me.
But we got to get away from the victimization. We got to stop trying to be victims. We got to.
Stop
that is a big fact because listen, that right there is a big fact. I got you, Lance. Hold on. That's a big fact, and I'm gonna tell you why. The main part of the system is us. That's what people don't understand when you talk about systemic. A lot of people talk about systemic oppression. The system was us. They put us in a cage and let us watch us fight. That's why everybody likes Squid Game so much. It was a squid. It was a Squid Game. Everybody was the squid. It's like, yo, that's why so much of competition in the black world. So if everybody stopped playing a victim, they'll understand how much around them is wrong. Like, even when I just had a conversation, we was talking about crime. Everybody, anytime the crime conversation comes up, the word proximity comes up. People love using that word just to defend. I stopped talking to people. So it's like, okay, this is what you want to say, then okay, conversation over.
We're not.
Stop victimizing.
We're not victimizing each other.
Yes, we are.
We've been indoctrinated with those thoughts.
This ain't nothing but modern day slavery. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you feel that way, man.
No, it is.
I really am. I'm perfect. To be perfectly honest.
Not wrong. She's at work right now. How could she be wrong?
With you.
We are our own worst enemies.
You know what? We be trapped in our.
But look, she's right, but she doesn't understand that she's walking herself back into the plantation. It reminds me of something I heard Frederick Douglass say. She just said she's her own worst enemy in this modern day slavery. Want to know how she's right? What she's doing is what he said. They would get drunk. They would go to the saloons and then waddle back into the arms of slavery drunk. She is waddling herself into the cage that she's talking about because she's being her own worst enemy, creating an attitude problem on a video of a person who goes to places, white people, all type of other people, anybody, whoever, anybody can get it in terms of the First and Fourth Amendments. And then now you are presenting, first of all, this argument and attitude. So we are our own worst enemies. It sucks that you talking to a brother like this on camera where everybody's going to hear you. And I seen even in the comments of the TTA family video, somebody said, salute for calling out a black person about racism. It be stuff that white people can't say. For real. That's you. You letting them say it because now you're saying this. So now you're crazy.
Our own thoughts. And them thoughts right there, a lot of us feel that way. And that's the reason why we won't allow ourselves to get ahead, because we want to be the victims. It's not about black. It's not about white. We are the same color underneath.
Yeah, because no, that's wrong. But because if people stop saying, oh, the only reason they didn't hire me is because I'm black, you would expect to get that job. And then you would grind differently because your expectations would be different. Like, I don't care what they say. I'm supposed to have this, so I'm going to have it. And then people would think differently. But some people use that defeated logic to stay underneath. Like, oh, man, they ain't going to hire me anyway. Man, you know they ain't going to hire no brothers up there. And then you don't even fill out the app when you could have been, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you're right. In a lot of cases, you be right. But, you know, it be that mindset that'll keep you at a certain level where you could rise above if you wasn't playing the damn victim. So he right about that.
That's true.
I know.
But everybody ain't moving like that. So until everybody moves like that, you gotta get yourselves in order first.
But what does that got to do with y'all having a bad attitude at this damn post office and trying to violate the First Amendment right to record in public? What's this have to do with that? That's what I need to know.
Man, I mean, I don't know. She making it about race, man. You don't feel that way, do you?
You like Baby D.
It is.
So you mind doing me a favor?
What's that?
Can you go set up a
Yeah, do some work. You over here arguing with the staff, with the patrons.
for the routes?
I don't know how to do that.
I'll show you.
You don't even know how to do it. You talking about we keeping each other down, and you don't even know how to do all of the stuff at your job. You keeping yourself down. You're not even a master of self. Why you talking about what everybody else doing wrong? You work there and you can't even do some shit he asking you to do. Shut up.
Oh, that's just a way for him to get away from the desk.
Good. Nah, what you mean? What? Yeah, good, James. She needed to get away from the desk because she was sounding crazy. She don't even know how to do it, so she need to learn. She need to do some work. She needed that coffee or whatever in there. They need to check that. They need to check that. You need to get the FOIA of her last damn breathalyzer. There's some Baileys in that, James.
Right there.
As you guys can see, but it's all good, man. This lady, man, this lady that made it about race, man. She talking about, I'm in here doing this to bring black people down.
And,
wow.
then the whole time, that's what she was really doing with her attitude. That's what's crazy.
That's deep, man. Now, I done did a couple of these, man, where people throw race in there, but the way she just, her whole outlook on that particular subject, I ain't going for that, man. It ain't about race at the end of the day. It's about the federal government, public service.
That's what you got to understand about him. He does audits. So, like, it's a lot of things that are about race. This ain't. And like I said, you can literally find hundreds of channels where it's white people and Mexican people and all type of other people. It's probably people in different nationalities and speaking different languages going into places, holding them people accountable. So in terms of what he does, yeah, no, it ain't about race. It's about, are you respecting my right to record in public? He go everywhere. He pull up on white people all the time.
Infringing on all our rights, no matter if you're black, red, green, orange, or purple, man. They do it to us all. So, right. I ain't with that, man, but
yeah, he ain't with it because they do it to everybody. Like you said, when it comes to the First and Fourth Amendment, that's probably the greatest equalizer that we have as black and white people. They violating it, no matter who you is. You could be Long Island Audit, you could be Bay Area Audit, you could be Big Nick South Accountability, Big Nick South Florida Accountability, you could be TTA Family, you could be whoever, people that I've never seen, don't know. Shout out to Here's the Deal channel. That's a white guy that does the same stuff. They're violating your First Amendment right. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter what you look like. You might think you got some privilege. Okay, bring it up however you other need to, but you will not bring it up in your First Amendment. You will not. So she was really tripping.